A wolf deku was the reincarnation of Raditz with a black tail. We saw to start with Izuku saying, "Hmm, I never disappoint," as he ran off to the entrance exam. He saw how big UA was and said, "Hmm, I always knew I would be at a big school." As Bakugo bumped him and said, "Get out of my way, you black-tailed idiot." Izuku ignored it because he knows who's gonna pass this thing. And he did not strip. But he did save a girl who was about to strip. He grabbed her and said, "You okay, miss?" He saw how, to be honest, cute he looked. Even though his tail was black and he had beautiful long black hair. Then she said, I'm fine. Thank you." Izuku said, My name my name is Izuku Midoriya. Who are you?" The girl replied by saying, "My name is Momo no not Momo Osako Oraka." "Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Ochako." Osako blushed a bright red because look at Izuku. He's really handsome, cute, and kind. Then he just walked into UA. As he did, he was studying. He was writing down all the questions correctly, even correcting the principal who was the creator of this whole test. And he passed, with flying colors getting number one spot. The principal said, "He's one sharp kid. He even corrected me on my own work." And it was time for the physical exam. He was stretching and stretching when he saw Tenya Ida. He, he said, "Hello, who are you?" Tenya said, My name is Tenya Ida." Izuku said, "Izuku Midoriya, it's an honor to compete with you today." Tenya thought, hmm, for a big guy, he's really soft. I wonder how well he'd do in this test. Before President Mike said anything, Izuku ran up and pried the doors with his bare hands open and said, "Enough talk! Only do one!" As he went and bashed every single role, bashing every robot he sees, or even a robot that moves. Even helping out a few people that was in the test, and even helping out the medical robots. Even turn into his dark grey 8 form and just be and just blasting key blast at robots. Everyone said, "Hey, you was supposed to wait." He said, "Go." President Mike said, "Are you kidding me? You have to follow that kid's example. There are no real countdowns in a real battle. Go, go, go before he takes all the points." But what they didn't know, what they didn't know, he already beaten All Might's record by 359 points. Isekai thought, "I think that's good enough amount of points for me to get into school. But now time for my training." Everyone was shocked after he was just training right in the middle of the battleground. Stevenson said, "Kid, either you're either you're really cocky or you're just brave." Izuka said, "I'm brave and prideful." As Principal Nestor pressed the button and said, "Release the 0 pointers." As they heard banging and banging, they all run. Izuku didn't. He knows what was gonna happen because he was warned by the 0 pointer. Izuku looked at them and said, "Huh, heroes? What type of heroes don't even risk their life on the front lines? A girl is hurt and wants your help, but you cannot run." As Izuku lifted up the rubber off of, you guessed it, Kirishima. She said, "Thank you, Isiku." Isiku said, "No problem." Isiku gave him to Ida and said, "Take care somewhere safe while I deal with the zero pointer." Then he went up to the zero pointer and said, "Black Friday!" as he blasted a huge key blast at the zero pointer, leaving the core intact, but make it set to shut. And before it explode, he threw it behind him and started walking, and you guessed it, it explodes behind him, and he's not even looking. He's just walking out like a boss. Everyone said, "He's a he's a beast." No wonder why he was. No, how even Ida said, "How come you wasn't in the recommendation exam?" Isuka said, "I do not like handouts. I want to work hard for what I get. Sir, I'm sorry the people who got recommendations work hard for what they have, but to me, they need to prove why they were accepted in the first place, not because of the recommendation of how powerful or how smart they are." As she walked off, Isuku went back home and he saw his mother and said, "Mom, I'm home." As Caesar's popped out of nowhere and tackles him in a hug, saying, "Isuku, Isuku, I saw everything." Isuku said, "What?" As he turned the TV and there were actual video footage of him destroying every robot in his path, helping even helping the robots that was for medical reasons. Even the news said himself, "Well, people, looks like UA is going to have their hands tied with this one. Who could be the next number one hero?" Isuka smiled and said, "I feel a bit proud of myself. Although, what's new? I'm always prideful." As Isuka hugged his mother and went off to bed. And for the rest of the week, he was training, studying, and training until he saw a note saying from the UA. You, he opened up and he saw Aizawa saying, "Well, kid, you say you won't disappoint? Well, that's true. You did not disappoint. I'm proud to say you are now in Your Hero Academia. I see you in class, and I hope you can show me more strength." As the camera went off, Isuka said, "I will. I will go plus ultra." As Isuka got ready for his next day of school, when he opened the door, sorry guys, that was a mistake. As he opened the door, he saw two people arguing, one with blue hair and one with blonde hair. Isuka said, "Hey, hey, 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 that's enough." As they turned around and saw it was the kid from the exam, Ida ran up to him and said, "I am proud to be in the presence of you." Isuka said, "Excuse me?" Everybody said we all saw the news. You were like a powerhouse. Even one and Mina said, "Yeah, you were. Yeah, even that transformation quirk of yours. What is that?" Actually, it's a mutation slash transformation quirk. My quirk is called Dark Grey Ape. As he leans in to explain, they thought, "Oh man!" And this one who said this was Kaminari. As Suzuka said, "What's wrong, guy? What's wrong, guy?" He said, "You're too powerful. That could sound super good. And how come you didn't use it at the beginning?" He said, "Well, I don't rely on my quirk too much, so I show myself in Lion Kung Fu, Panther Kung Fu, Tiger Kung Fu, and Leopard Kung Fu." They all wide at it and said, "Those are the big cats kung fu. How are you able to learn this?" Isuka said, "I just trained a lot. And that's why I'm going to leave this one off."